Hey, what's up, everyone? Passay Baller here. This is now the fourth game for December 5th, 2022 NBA Game Day. So now we have Boston Celtics visiting Toronto Raptors, and that will happen at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Passay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Alright, so the spread that is given in here, by the way, is minus 1.5. That's actually given towards the visiting team, Boston Celtics. And before we proceed, let's talk about the standings and the rankings of both teams, both belonging to the Eastern Conference, by the way. Let's start with Boston Celtics. They are at the number one in the Eastern Conference. Not only that, they are at number one in the entire NBA, man, with a record of 19 wins and 5 losses. Now, for their opponent, Toronto Raptors, they're actually at number 7, so they're fine, with a record of 12 wins and 11 losses. All right, so let's talk about this one. Toronto Raptors would actually have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, Toronto Raptors would also have the advantage as Boston Celtics had their game last night against Brooklyn Nets. Now, in terms of momentum, both teams are actually coming to this game off a win. But I would still pick Boston Celtics, man. I know they're coming off a win, but that's just one win. And prior to that, they actually suffered a loss. But for their last 10 games, Boston Celtics actually won 8 games. And again, they're on top of the Eastern Conference, and they're on top of the entire NBA. So momentum should still be oozing at their end. And let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams, right? So starting with Boston Celtics, I see 3 names down here. Both are out. That's Danilo Gallinari and Robert Williams, while Marcus Smart is actually listed as questionable. I saw the same list last night, but Marcus Smart did not play against who were they up against with against Brooklyn. So I think there's a high possibility that Smart would actually play on this. I mean, I don't know. I got no confirmation. Right? Now for Toronto Raptors, I see 2 players also out. Those will be Achua and Otto Porter Jr., while Juancho Hernan-Gomez is actually listed as questionable. Alright, again, the spread is minus 1.5. That's just kind of low, especially going up against Boston Celtics. I understand Toronto Raptors, they are at home. I understand Toronto Raptors, they're having some advantage in terms of fatigue because, again, Boston Celtics will be having their second game in 2 nights, but that's not going to be enough for me to go against Boston Celtics, man. They have been lethal. Again, just like what I said earlier, they have won 8 out of their last 10 games. I know Marcus Smart may not be playing on this, but man, they got a whole lot more. We all know they got Tatum, they got Brown, they got a deep bench who can actually give you, a 50 point per night production. I'm talking about bench, right? So. Toronto Raptors, they're actually doing good for their last 10 games. They have actually won 5, despite of the injuries that they've had lately. But man, again, Boston Celtics is just doing better, and Boston Celtics is simply the better team right now. So our pick would be Boston Celtics minus 1.5. I trust that Tatum and Brown would be more than enough to actually grab that win and to cover the spread. Celtics minus 1.5. Peace out. Pass it love and God bless.